What's going on, guys? It's No Ordinary Rob here, coming to you. You just want to chit chat a little bit about some good stuff, news, MMA, boxing. That's what we're gonna get on this channel. So I figured why not start out talking about a little boxing and MMA. What I want to talk about today is Floyd and Conor McGregor. Listen, guys, there have been some rumors going around about Floyd and Conor might fight. There've been some jabs back and forth in the media, TMZ, Twitter. Even Conor posted a video the other day. You even got Dana White running his mouth about it. And guys, I just want to say it's not going to happen. Stop it. It's not going to happen. Like, I don't know why we continue to be baited into these things. None of that's going to happen. Those two are never going to fight. I mean, there's so many different reasons why. All right, first, Conor's really only doing this for promotional purposes. Let's be honest. Like, he control as much as he wants to. It's a win-win situation for him. Let's say, for instance, he does get the fight. It could be the biggest payday he ever had in his life. Not only the biggest payday he had in his life, but he'll be in front of more people than he's ever been in front of before ever in his life. Now, that is a win-win situation, because if he does get the fight, of course, he make that money. But if he doesn't get the fight, look what he's done still. All this promotion, all these fans, a lot of the fans who hate Mayweather, no matter whether they like MMA or not, no matter whether they like McGregor or not, they're going to jump on McGregor's bandwagon. Anybody who hates Floyd, it's like, you seen those t-shirts from a long time ago. You'll have things like, my favorite teams are the Dallas Cowboys and whoever's playing the Washington Redskins. It's like, I don't really like that team, but because they're playing the people that I don't like, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. It's the same thing going on with Conor McGregor and Floyd. People hate Floyd with a passion. I'm not one of them. I'm very much a fan. But people hate him with a passion. So therefore, anyone who says anything bad about him, they're going to jump on. So Conor McGregor's gaining more fans. He also, of course, needs Floyd Mayweather. Like if you look at the two of them, who needs who the most? Does Floyd need Conor McGregor at all? Like, Conor McGregor can go away today and Floyd is still Floyd. Serious up. But Conor McGregor attached his name to Floyd a few times. Floyd mentions his name a few times. TMZ, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube's all over the place. He's getting publicity. Like, serious up. No matter what happens, as long as his name is attached to Floyd Mayweather, it's a win-win for him. Now, we can also talk about the fact that it's very disrespectful for us to talk about Conor McGregor fighting Floyd Mayweather right now. Like, I'm going to give Conor McGregor all his accolades. Like, I honestly am a big fan of Conor McGregor. I watch his fights because I like to see him fight. Not only do I like to see him fight, I do like the press conferences. He runs his mouth a lot. I love to see someone who can talk a lot of trash and then back it up too. He can whip that ass. It's not a problem for him. He's great in this sport. People love him. He is probably the biggest thing that ever happened to MMA. Like, I've been watching MMA for a long period of time. I've been watching since back when Gracies were fighting and they didn't care about weight classes, and I had to go to Blockbuster to rent the video so I can see it all the way up to this point where we are now. So I'm a pretty big fan of MMA. So I've seen big stars come and go. This guy is the biggest star UFC has ever had, including Ronda Rousey. Now, she was the biggest star until this guy pretty much took over. He's a beast. He's beaten pretty much everyone you throw in front of him the way he has. I mean, yeah, he lost against Nate Diaz. I figured he'll lose that fight. I had questions about the second time they fought, but I don't think I've questioned anyone else that they put in front of him since I've been paying attention to him. Dude's a beast in the cage, MMA. He can stand up, throw them hands. That left hand is a problem for people. But let's be honest. Stand up with Floyd Mayweather. The greatest thing that ever happened in boxing, is, if you ask me, or one of the greatest anyway. Never said the greatest, but one of the greatest things that ever happened in boxing. This man is the best ever, according to him. When he was fighting pound for pound, the best boxer, and you're gonna take him and put him with Conor McGregor? Like, how do you even do that? How disrespectful can you be? Like, you can't just leave a sport and go to an entirely different sport and then fight that king. Like you gotta make your way up up the ladder a little bit now. Let's be honest. That's taking it too far. I know we like to have the rhetoric and all the videos and the laughter and the funny statements are being said, but let's look at this for real. That's disrespectful, man. Come on. Let's be honest. I mean, I wouldn't even put him in there. I wouldn't even say, yeah, he should fight Keith Thurman or he should fight, Canelo. Canelo, that'd be a good one too. Now, let's be honest, because they're about the same size. Well, Canelo might be a little bit bigger, but if you want to pick on someone, hey, let's fight this guy. But I wouldn't even say to even fight that. That is disrespectful to the sport of boxing. Like, I wouldn't even say that a boxer should go fight Conor McGregor. That's disrespectful to that man's sport. Let's calm down on that. And speaking of being disrespectful, you know how disrespectful Floyd's going to be in that ring? He would murder this guy with the hands on the feet. Come on, he would murder this guy. Now, there have been a lot of people in MMA who've talked trash about Floyd Mayweather who wanted to fight him. Chad Mendez has been one. Who was a couple other people in that were always? Ronda Rousey, but I mean, really, Floyd and Ronda Rousey. We've had enough jokes and things with him. People talking about him and fighting a woman. We don't need that in our situation right now. But there've been a few people always mentioning Floyd Mayweather's name, and they always want to fight him in the cage. Come on, let's be honest. The guy doesn't wrestle. The guy that has no jiu-jitsu belts at all. I don't think he's ever been in the jiu-jitsu gym. He doesn't know anything except boxing. So, of course, if you fight him on any other level, you have the upper hand on him. But you want to fight a man with the hands, Floyd Mayweather would murder you. Let's be honest. Murder you. He made extraordinary fighters look ordinary. I know that's a line from him. But let's be honest. You had these guys who studied this thing since they were kids. And then you're going to have someone from MMA. And I'm not dissing MMA. Like I said, I am a fan of MMA. I watch it. I've been watching it for a while. I've also been watching boxing for a long period of time too. Two totally different sports. I know they're combat sports. We like to equate them, and especially the more casual fans are going to equate them because they are combat sports, but two totally different things. And disrespectful, Floyd will murder him. And come on, guys, let's be real. Anyway, I know you guys have something to say about it. Go ahead and like it, comment, hate, subscribe. If anything else, just subscribe. We can chit chat and talk about it. I'll be willing to talk to you a little bit more about this. I got some more things coming, guys. Some boxing, some MMA. I got some other things too. So anyway, just keep tuned to me, all right? It's No Ordinary Rob.